How is everybody doing this amazing day? Woo! We are ready and we are here. Who's in charge of your life? Are you? Well, I'm Creatively Lisa, inspiring the creative within, and I'm doing this live from Long Beach, California, and I'm gonna talk just about that. What is the constant narrative going on in your head? Are you telling yourself positive things? Or are you telling yourself not so positive things? What are you telling yourself in any given situation? Do you question your capabilities? Do you feel or find yourself saying, I can't do that? Or, oh no. Is that something that's popping into your head from time to time? Perhaps feel like a tennis ball on a game of life? Outside circumstances are always happening to you? Well, if you're like most people, and we all catch ourselves in that place, especially with last year and all the nonsense and craziness and chaos going on for a whole year. You know, I spoke with a lot of people, and during that entire time, I heard all these things that were going on in people's lives, and it was very heartfelt and at the same time saddening, because people were concerned with what was going on outside of them and what other circumstances were happening and what they could and couldn't do, and feeling very confined and constricted. And that's not how we're supposed to be in any given situation. And so I have a question for you. Have you ever saw something, like anything at all, and thought to yourself or said to yourself, I can't do that? I know I have, and I've caught myself in that instance. And if you've actually done that, be honest, because that's what it's all about, is what we're doing. So put a yes in the comments if that was you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so I know that in my life I've been shifting and changing, and things have been shifting so much. And I've gone through some really treacherous times in here, inside, which manifested outside. Really deep valleys and then highs. And I remember listening to what was going on in my head and the story that was connected with that. And it was literally in my own mind. And I'll just share a little bit with you about what I actually was hearing. It's only going on in here. It's only going on inside. It was around my business and my life in general. And it made the biggest impact, you know, with connections, with people, with anything. And I would always hear, well, they don't want to hear you. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, these are horrible things that's going on inside. They don't want to talk to you. They're not interested in anything that you have to offer. Why bother? I mean, these are the thoughts that were going on within me. And that's not kind. You wouldn't allow somebody else to say that to you, yet we say it to ourselves all the time. I can't do that. It's as simple as it could be a workout program that you're starting. It could be a diet. It could be a time of day that you're getting up. It could be a class. It could be anything. And we put restrictions on ourselves without even realizing it, because the truth is we can do anything. Anything. You can get up, get down, do whatever you want at any time. It depends on how our internal narrative is talking to us and how important it is to us. That's the key. How important it is actually to us. So these things will shift you and change accordingly. And whatever's going on inside manifests on the outside. You're correct, no matter what. Wouldn't it be a grand idea to actually say great things to ourselves? Because that's how it's going to manifest. So what you say, oh, that's easy. You know, that's easy. That's not a problem. Oh my gosh, it's going to be such a breeze. These are the things that we need to say to ourselves. So today I'm going to share with you what I do in the normal day-to-day and what you can do to actually start shifting that and to really start noticing these little shifts and changes. Because here's the thing. We are living in a novel, a book of our lives. It's up to you to write the next chapter. What do you want it to be? It's anything. There is no limitation whatsoever. It's limitless. So wouldn't it be something cool that you could just write anything and it manifests? Well, it can, but we first have to clear it out in here, and we have to see what's going on in here. That's what's most important. So if you know of anybody that this live would benefit, please share it with them. You know, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the likes and the comments. It really does make a difference, and it really helps me out. So I really appreciate that as well. So share it with anybody, and thank you so much for liking it. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today are 3 things to tell yourself in these situations when our mind starts doing its somersaults and going down those rabbit holes in places that it doesn't need to be. Okay, so number 1 is I can do this. How easy is that? So when the mind starts going, no, I can do this. What then happens is all these ideas on how to make it possible. Boom, 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 boom. It's that simple. But when you say you can't, literally it shuts it off and that's it, and you're right. But if you can do this, anything, then ideas appear. Okay, number 2, I am worth it. Number 2. So that in itself. So the more you value your own being and yourself, the more the universe will as well and bring that into you. If you say the opposite, if you think the opposite, oh, you're not going to go for something or do something because, no, then that's what you're going to manifest. So let's bring that into present moment. I am worth it. Whatever it is, and it will vary. But when you're worth it, again, things open up to prove to you that you are. And number 3, and this one's a big one. I choose my outcome. I control it. I'm going to say that again. Number 3, I choose my outcome. I control it. And when you put yourself in the driver's seat, anything is possible. But when you put the outside circumstances in the driver's seat, well, then that goes back to being a tennis ball, and nobody likes that effect. It's all up to you. Otherwise, it's an excuse, and you're letting yourself off the hook and allowing that mediocrity. No, you're worth it. I said that. You're worth it. We all are. So you control the outcome. You choose it. Okay? So I'm going to go over the 3 again. 3 things to tell yourself when your mind's doing wonky stuff. 1, I can do this. 2, I am worth it. And 3, I choose my outcome. I control it. Yes! That's it. Those are so important. Now, I do want to say, I want to just to throw in a couple other little things that are really, it really helps you to be able to overcome these things inside our head and how to really apply it and get past it. So what I did in the beginning, I don't have to do it anymore, and you'll get to a point where you won't either. But when you find that the circumstances in your life are not meeting your expectations, and that's another thing, no expectations, but if they're not matching it, then really just make that an affirmation. Put it on your phone, put it in the reminder, and remind yourself of that every single day. I can do this, whatever it is. I am worth it, and I control it. I choose my outcome, and you will notice differences like you wouldn't believe. I'll give you one more small little example of this. I am figuring out how to run ads. And I went and looked at it, and all my mind was telling me was crap. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, I can't figure this out. Oh, they changed this. All these negative statements. And I had to catch myself in the interim of that, and I was so frustrated that I just left, and I went, I don't know what to do. And so I actually started working with someone that basically forced me to man up. And oh my gosh, that was a crappy mindset that was all in my head. I can figure it out. We went right back in, all these problems that I couldn't figure out because that's not my genius. I asked someone, walked me through it. Now everything is ticking themselves right off the list, and it's not as difficult as I thought because I now see things as I can do it. So guess what happens? All these things open up. All these options open up, whereas before they were closed, and I felt trapped, and I'm sure you've done that too. So think about that from now on when you're saying something. Catch yourself, try to catch yourself in the interim or even before, and repeat these things. I can do this. I am worth it. I choose my outcome. I control it. Yes, this is going to make the biggest difference because it all goes back to vibing high. I can't stress this enough. And our words lower that. And so we start feeling that, and that's what attracts to us. When we shift it and bring it up, that's what we get. We get that wonderfulness, that openness, that high vibing energy where everything flows to us easily, effortlessly, and abundantly. And that's what life is all about. Ease, effortless, and massive abundance in all forms. Sound good, huh? Yeah. Okay. So, can you say these 3 statements to yourself every single day? If you can, post a yes in the comments below, because you can do anything you say. You can do anything you put your mind to. There, I said it. You can do it. Okay? So, if you want to take it up a notch, you want to do something different, you're ready to really turn up the fire in your life and really get rid of a lot of that negativity and all of that lower vibration stuff, post a fireball in the emoji in the comments or PM me. If you want to know more about how to really shift your energy and your vibration permanently. And there's a way to do it. And no one talks about it, but I figured it out. And I was able to shift mine. And so that is an amazing feat that I was able to do. And it sticks, and it sticks. There's no levels, no lowers, no valleys and ups, and another class, and another seminar, and another, and another. No. There's a way to shift it permanently. And this is one of the things that you can do in your head, in your own space, to do that. But if you'd like to know more about it, or more about shifting it permanently, please PM me or post a fireball in the emojis below. So with that said, because I really would love to be able to support you in living your best life possible. That's what we're here for. All right? Have the most amazing, awesome day. And always remember that to go out and create something magnificent. This is Creatively Lisa. Ciao for now. Bye.